Active listening's tomorrow. You know that, don't you? Don't you? Active listening's tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Correct.
of our vocabulary?
Yeah, make sure you listen to me. For your vocabulary?
Yeah. You know
Well, what words have you found?
I have found a lot. I need another two more, but I don't know what is like relevant. Cause I don't want to pick like really easy words. I want to pick like a scientific word, but I don't know what to choose.
But it doesn't matter if it's not, it needs to be useful to you as well. That it, like Dennis said, it's not a guessing game. You don't need to worry if the words you picked, if they're not all in the lecture.
I don't want to have to explain why I didn't write it in the
I don't know
summary.
what you're saying.
Because if you don't write it in the summary, you have to explain why you didn't.
And what's wrong with that? If I didn't use the word.
So what am I supposed to say?
Hey, are you
Evaluating the word.
Andy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
sit down so.
Sorry.
Huh?
Am I just supposed to say I didn't use the word because Steven didn't talk about it in his lecture?
If the word is about something which I didn't mention, then yeah.
A paragraph, not lecture.
Yeah, like a whole
Oh.
paragraph. So it's too
Oh.
much work.
I
Yeah.
understand. But you could also try and maybe say how the word could have been used. Like, for example, give me one of your vocabulary words.
Particle.
Right, particle. So I'll probably mention particle. That's fair enough. But if I didn't mention particle, you could say something like, although the word particle was not used in the lecture, particle, maybe is a synonym for something else I used. So maybe if I didn't use particle, but I said like a mass or an object. A particle is a synonym of mass and object.
Oh, so I can still use it in my summary, right?
The key thing in the marking criteria, I believe, is that you need to show the teacher, the EAP teacher, that the word was useful to you. So the key word here is useful. So even though I might not use the word particle, if you can somehow show how it's useful to you, then this is getting you the mark.
Make an example about the word.
Okay.
Yeah, but always try to link it to the lecture. Maybe it's a synonym. Maybe it's an antonym. I don't know.
Last time I didn't know and I made everything in the summary.
Yes.
Any word.
Yes. You know better now. I hope.
Did you listen?
What?
I understand what you're talking about, like
I hope you'll understand what I'm talking about tomorrow.
it's same as
I'll make a presentation like this, except maybe more pictures.
Yeah, no.
Pictures are nice. We like pictures. Okay, let's have a look here at this homework. So, maybe I'll draw a picture, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just stick to nice pictures. Yeah.
Your drawing is 10%, nice picture is 80%.
Yeah, or maybe 99%. Okay, so we have a 1 ohm resistor in parallel to a 2 ohm resistor. This is connected to a 3 ohm resistor in series. So you have here in the first question 1 ohm and then 1 ohm, 2 ohms, and then 3 ohms, and then this is connected to a 12-volt battery. What is the value of the currents running through all 3 resistors? Okay, so we shall do this using Kirchhoff. Even though we don't need to use Kirchhoff, we'll use Kirchhoff. So here is I1, here is I2, here is I3, and this one here? I1. So if I look at this junction, I can say I2 plus I3 minus I1 equals 0. Now I'll make a loop. 12 minus 1 I2 minus 3 I1 equals 0. And then a second loop down the bottom. 12 minus 2I3 minus 3I1 equals 0. Were you able to make these three equations? You got the same ones? Okay, so what did you get for I1, I2, and I3?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, tell me what you got. I2 and I3? Huh? 1.1. No. Maybe, yes. Yes. Looks good. We can check the answer here on our program. Did you get the same answer, Amanda?
No.
Oh dear, someone's wrong then. Sohi? Oh, I see. I see. You stopped at the equations.
I use different ways, so I get different answers.
No. If you use a different way, you should get the same answer.
Oh yeah. I get the answer. Yeah. It's from the plus to minus.
Yes, I'm going. This one here is the junction. This one here is the top loop. And then this one here is the bottom loop. Yeah? Here, let's check the answers on the program. I thought I opened it already. Okay, can we look at number 2? No?
Is this
I'm trusting that you're right.
alright.
You think this is a bad idea?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't.
Well, did you write these equations down? And are yours the same? Okay. So in a moment we'll check it. Will we look at number 2 first? I'll check this in a minute, don't worry. Number 2. 2 volt is connected in parallel to another 2 volt. These cells power a, whoops, oh no, I've opened twice. These cells power a 10 ohm resistor. Okay. Right, so in well, you know what, let's check the answers here. What was my first equation? It was I2 plus I3 minus I1 equals 0. The second one?
First question?
Yeah.
12
Yep.
minus 1I2
Yep.
minus 3I1 equals 0.
Minus 3I1 equals 0. And the last one?
12
Minus
2I3
2I3 3I1 equals 0. Right, so let's see if Grace was right.
That's one more.
I only need 3.
Yeah.
Uh, 1.1, 2.2, 3.3 about.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll do. Good job. You were right. Yes. Yes. Okay, so the next one here, we have a 2 volt battery. Is that right? And another 2 volt cell and 2 volt cell, and they power a 12 ohm resistor. Okay, so we have I1.
10 ohm.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. 10 ohm. We have I1 and I2. They come together and make I3 and I3. Right, so junction rule here. I1 plus I2 minus I3 equals 0. Is that okay? Yeah. Also, we make a loop starting at the 2 on the top. So you have 2 minus 10I3 equals 0, if I go around this way on the top. And then if I start at this 2, you realise, oh, it's the same. 2 minus 10i3 equals 0, so that's no good.
Where did you before?
Yeah, I started here and went around, and then I started here and went around, but it made the same one. And then you might think, oh dear, what's left to do? Well, I suppose we do have this loop we haven't done yet around this way. So you could say 2i1 plus or minus here, if I'm going around this way. Minus, because we're going backwards through the battery. Minus, oh sorry, hang on. Sorry, I'm getting confused.
From top up?
Oh yeah, this is no good. Sorry, this is no good because I just end up saying 2 minus 2 equals 0. Yeah. So the last thing to say, I guess it's not really Kirchhoff, but because here these two are the same, I could say I1, I think it should equal I2. Now that's the reason I made the voltages the same in this question. Because they're both 2-volt cells, it's symmetric. This is my third equation. Together with this, together with this. Okay, so let me see. I'll have I3 equals 0. 0.5. No, sorry. I3, yeah, 0.2 amps from this equation. Yeah? So that means I1 must equal I2, which must equal, let me see, that is the same, that is 0.1 amps. If I take this result and put it in here, and if I take this result and put it in as well, I can get I1, I2, then I3. Okay, I don't know if anybody got that. That one was a little difficult. You got it? Good job. So yes, great, okay. Continue. Next one. Okay, so to make this a little easier, I'll say the equation as we look at it. So where should we start here? The left, the junction, yeah? So your first equation should be, please check, it should be I1 plus I2 minus 3 equals 0. Did you get that? No.
I1 plus I2
Minus 3 equals 0. What did you get?
I don't know how to start. On the top?
No, I'm looking at the junction on the left. You see the dot on the left? Here. I'm looking here. I1, I2 go in, and 3 comes out. Yeah, so I1 plus I2 minus 3 equals 0. Did you write that down? Yeah, okay. Now, what did you say?
Minus I3.
I3 is 3.
The same.
Yeah, so just say I3 equals 3. This is I3, the 3 amps. Yeah. Alright, we'll make a loop. Where do you want to start with this loop?
That one.
Which cell?
The I1 cell.
Yeah. Do you see that? We should start at the 10. Okay, so let's start with the 10. So 10. What's next? Minus
I1.
15.
Minus 15.
15 volts.
Minus 15 volts, yeah. And then let's go back up the top. Minus 6.
Wait, why is it 15 volts?
3 by 5.
I1.
Oh, okay then.
6 I1.
6 I1
Equals 0.
equals 0. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Start at the 10. And which way do I go? Left or right? Left. So we go down and we have 3, 5. This is I3 and this is the 3 times 5. 15. 15 volts. 5 times 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. And then up the top, minus 6 I1.
10 minus 15.
Mm-hmm. 10 minus 15 volts, yeah, minus 6 I1 volts equals 0. Yeah. So this is good. This is an easy equation because what can this equation give you? Easily gives you
I1.
I1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not writing down 15 volts. I write 5 I3.
But I3 is 3.
Right.
Yes,
I
yes,
know.
yes.
Yes.
You made it more difficult.
Yes.
Yes. You
That's
made your
why.
life difficult.
Yes.
And the last equation, we'll start with E.
Yes.
E
E
minus
minus
15 minus
minus
8
8I2.
I2. Okay, so let's write these equations down. Harin, can you call them back to me?
Yes.
So the first one was, hang on.
I1
The first one was I1,
plus I2
yep,
minus 3 equals
0.
0.
And the next one,
10 volts
yep,
minus 15
yep,
volts minus 6 I1 equals 0.
yep.
And the third one is E minus 15 volts minus 8 I2 equals 0.
Right, so we really like this one because it can easily give us I1. And then once we have I1, we have I2. And then when we have I2, we have E. So I get I1 equals 0.833 amps. Then if I put that in here, I can get the I2. So I2 is 2.167 amps. And then lastly, I can get the E. .3 volts. Is that okay?
Yes.
Did anybody get that?
No.
Because everybody used I3? No, really, like Amanda, what happened for you?
I didn't do.
Oh, well, that's a problem. Sophie? Ah, Hareen?
I used the I3.
Is same, yes, okay. Can we look at the last one?
Yes.
Yep. Right, so again, it's just like the previous one, except here we don't know I1, we don't know I2, and we don't know I3. Okay, so we'll go with Amanda. Give me the junction rule here. What junction are you looking at? A or B? It doesn't matter. You see A and B?
Yeah.
So which junction do you want to take? No, which one? It doesn't matter. A or B? Look at A. So what's the rule at A? What's going into the junction? Can you read it, or is it too small? Yeah, you can see it, Sophie. What is going into it? I3. And what's coming out? Yeah, actually I3 and I2 are going into it because the I2 is going to the right here.
Yeah.
So the I2 is also going in.
Going
Yeah, look, right, up, left. It's going into A.
yeah.
Do you see that? The I2 is going this way. It's going into A.
Only I1 comes out?
So I3 and I2, yes, go in, only I1 comes out.
So I
So you have I2 plus I3,
minus I1.
minus I1 equals 0.
What's the definition again?
I3 plus I2,
Oh.
yes, minus I1 equals 0. Wrong signs?
I got it wrong.
Okay. Grace, give me the loop at 6.
Six
Yes?
minus
Yes. 6 minus?
the right way is minus
Yes.
minus 4.8 I1.
Oh, you asked them all together. Very good. 6 minus 4.8 I1. Good. Now, do you want to go up at...
Oh, no.
Oh, no, 5.
Yes.
Should be 5. 6 minus 5 I1.
I1.
And then, which way do you want to go next? Up?
Up.
Aren't
Yeah.
you supposed to plus the 7 as well?
Oh, we haven't got there yet. We're so far, we started at 6 and right now we're here. Now, which way are you going? Up or right?
Right.
I'll go up, it's
Up,
easier.
okay.
Yeah. Up, so we then do minus...
Minus 7I3.
Yep, minus 7I3 equals 0. Yes, write that down. Did you write it down? Yep.
Not happy.
I know. Amanda, make another loop. So where do you want to start? You could start at the 6 or the 1.6. Now, if you start at the 6, you can't go the same way as Grace. You have to go all the way around. Or you could start at the 1.6.
Yeah.
You could make a small loop, maybe. Yeah, so what do you want to say? 1.6?
1.6 minus
Yep.
is it I
It's I2.
I2?
Yeah.
5I2.
Yeah, 1.6 minus 5I2.
And then minus 7I3. No?
What's our mistake?
What is the n?
Plus 7I3.
Plus.
Yeah. It's opposite.
It's opposite. Plus 7I3.
And equal 0. No?
No. Minus 0.1 I2.
It's minus plus minus.
You forgot this one. Minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus
Yeah.
0.1 I2.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that again. It's 1 point, is that 6 or 5?
6.
5. 5. I use 5.
Wait!
6 or 5?
5.
5.
I think it's a 5.
5. No.
Yes, it's a 5. It's a 5. Sorry, it looks like a 6. It's a 5. So 1.5 minus 5I2 plus 7I3 minus 0.1 I2. Did you write? Irene?
Yeah.
You wrote them down? Alright, so I need you to read them back to me now. Okay. Right. Whoops. Let me type them in. What was the first one?
I2
I2
plus I3
plus I3
minus I1
minus I1.
equals 0.
Yep. Next one.
6 volt
Yep.
minus 5 I1
Yep.
minus 7 I3
Yeah.
equals 0.
And then the last one.
1.5
Yep.
volt minus 5 I2
Yeah.
plus 7 I3
I3. Yeah.
minus 0.1 I2 equals 0.
Right. So what would be the easiest way to solve these? I think. Oh well, we can simplify the last one, can't we?
Yeah.
So let's simplify it a bit.
0 point and minus 5.1.
Yeah, let's simplify this. So I can change this to minus 5.1 instead. Right. YZ. Okay, so this is what I would do. Look, in equation number 2, you can get the Z. And then you can put that into equation number 1.
You can put it in 2 years, so right to get y.
Say again?
Like after you get the z from equation number 2, you put it in
No, when I say get Z, you can't get the number because there's still an X. What I'm saying is you can use equation 2 to change the Z to an X. You know what I'm saying? Like you could say
Yeah,
Z,
equals.
yeah. If you put that result into equation 1, what would be in equation 1? It would be, there'd be an X, there'd be a Y, would there be a Z? No, we replaced it. And then what's in the last equation? A Y and a Z. Oh, sorry. Then maybe I should replace X. Yeah. So here, what you could do, look, you can get the X here. So that's the X. And then you can put that into the first equation. So if I replace the X with 6 minus 7Z over 5. So that's the first equation. And now this was the third equation. Now this has Y and Z in it. And this has Y and Z in it. So I should be able to solve them. So if I solve them the lazy way. And now that I have Y and Z, I can put that back in to get the X. So the Z is 0.240124, etc. And there you go. There's the I1, there's the I2, and there's the I3. Now I'm skipping all the maths part because you can do that with Roland, not with me. Yeah, I have much more to do in electricity, so I'll skip the maths part. But you should write down the answers so that you can check your answer.
Can you answer your question?
Can I do what?
Can you answer?
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay, continue.
Can you take another for the B?
Oh yeah, you want to make a different equation? Can I delete this? These were my original 3, weren't they? Okay, what's your fourth equation, Sophie?
I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay, well tell me what it is.
6
Yep.
minus 5I1
Yep.
minus 0.1I2
Yep.
plus 1.5
Yep.
minus 5I3.
I2. Right, so which ones do you want to solve? Probably the junction, the one you just made, and what else? Because you need to have 3. So we'll use the junction, the one you just told me, and then what else? Or you don't mind? You don't mind. So we'll choose number 2. I don't have my answers. Were these the same answers? Or are they different answers? Or did you not write the answers down? Here, no, I'll just do it again. I'll do it again.
I mean, there's more than one way to solve it.
Yes. They are the same answers, Sophie. Yeah. So your equation was right. Okay, good. Yes. Let's have a look at the next lesson. So